Lebanon, the land of 4 distinct seasons. Many say you can swim in the Mediterranean and ski in the mountains on the same day during early spring. But that claim is, year by year, losing credibility. October and September are now seemingly a solid part of the summer season. And during the winter months, the thick white coat Mount Lebanon usually dons is getting thinner and less impressive with the years. Rivers that used to run unimpeded are drying out to a trickle before the year has run its course. Heat waves are reducing farmlands to scorched earth and ruining agricultural produce. These are all symptoms of climate change. And it's highly likely that this climate change has come about because of human emissions of greenhouse gases, GHG, particularly carbon dioxide. So, what's being done about all this? Although Lebanon emits only 0.07% of global GHG emissions, the impact of climate change on Lebanon can be significant. To this end, no country can choose to do nothing. Energy use is the primary culprit in GHG emissions, and therefore decarbonizing our energy system will go a long way in assisting our fight against global warming. This is where CEDRO comes in. The CEDRO project is a UNDP-executed project funded through the Lebanon Recovery Fund, LRF, by means of a grant from Spain.
Spain, through the Lebanon Recovery Fund, donated almost $10 million. We paved the way for a green economy in Lebanon, and this is where CEDRO comes to fill the knowledge gap to create a more sustainable market for renewable energy in Lebanon.
In addition, CEDRO is in partnership with the Ministry of Energy and Water, the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Economy and Trade, and the Council for Development and Reconstruction.
الوزارة هي بمرحلة عم تعطي الاهتمام الكبير لكل مشاريع الطاقة الفعالة وترشيد استعمال الطاقة، وتوجت هالشيء بإطلاق الخطة الوطنية على 4 سنين لفعالية الطاقة، وبوضع مشروع قانون لحفظ الطاقة، وبصير عندها مؤسسة خاصة بهذا الموضوع لنقدر بالفعل لبنان يروح على مسار التطور يلي حاصل ويستفيد من قدراته وثرواته بالطاقة المتجددة من شمس ومياه وهواء. اليوم يلي عم بتقدم لنا اياه مشروع سيدرو هو بغض النظر عن حجمه، ولكن فعالية هاي النماذج يلي عم تنزرع بكل المناطق تزرع الوعي.
The project was initiated in October 2007 as a medium-sized recovery project with a budget of $2.73 million, but has since grown into a large-scale project with a budget of nearly $10 million. Its objective is to install approximately 180 energy efficiency and renewable energy applications in public facilities throughout the country, ensure technology transfer or encourage the private sector to invest in various renewable energy sources, and ultimately create an enabling environment to adopt a national sustainable energy policy. The energy efficiency and renewable energy applications consist of large-scale solar energy for water heating, between 2,000 litres to 12,000 litres, photovoltaic systems for lighting and electrical appliances, 1.2 to 2.1 kWp system ranges, energy-saving light bulbs, thermal insulation projects, retrofitting, energy-efficient street lighting applications, and micro-wind systems. Solutions suggested and implemented by CEDRO can help attenuate the problems in the energy sector in Lebanon, as well as assist in mitigating the harm done to the Lebanese environment through the release of local pollutants and greenhouse gases, GHG, from conventional oil-driven power plants. A significant part of this solution is to deliver clean energy to the beneficiaries, particularly at times when there are electricity blackouts. These investments are also assisting in creating a green economy or green jobs, where renewables are known to lend support for local employment, on top of using local resources or inputs of energy. These mentioned benefits are in addition to the real on-site benefits, where local beneficiaries from public schools to public hospitals to municipalities are saving on their energy bill through the use of the CEDRO applied RE systems. Since launching, The CEDRO project has already installed solar water heating systems for 4 governmental hospitals across the country. Other solar water heating projects are on the way, including 5 governmental hospitals, a military barracks and the Roumier prison. These systems that CEDRO equipped the government hospitals with include solar panels along with circulation pumps, hot water tanks, heat exchangers, and other parts necessary for the efficient operation of the system, like computerized equipment to monitor its performance. These monitoring equipment will also be providing UNDP and other public and private institutions with the ability to measure the effects on the hospital's demand for energy, in order to better communicate the benefits of solar water heating to other hospitals and institutions. It's expected that this system will provide the hospital with approximately more than 60 to 70% of its hot water consumption needs, reducing the need for costly diesel boilers, which in turn reduces environmental pollution.
نعتبر هذا المشروع بداية شراكة استراتيجية مع سيدرو، مشروع كتير مهم على صعيدين بالنسبة لنا، على صعيد بيئي وعلى صعيد مادي. أردنا من خلال تنفيذ هذا المشروع وتطبيقه أنه نخفف شوي معاناة المدينة بيئيا. هاي المشاريع تعتبر من المشاريع اللي بتأمن وفر كتير كبير بمالية المستشفى. صار في وفر بحدود 50% بفاتورة المحروقات اللي هي بتشكل مبلغ كتير كبير مما انعكس إيجابا على مالية المستشفى.
In addition to the solar water heating system, CEDRO has started installing photovoltaic technology, commonly referred to as PV, and consisting of solar panels that convert sun rays into electrical current, in 25 public schools and community centres in Accra, Bakar and the south. The installed PV capacity is of 1,125 WP or 1,800 WP, depending on the site's needs. It is connected to a battery system that provides electricity to the facility during blackouts and times of low solar irradiance, running efficient lighting fixtures, photocopiers and necessary electrical equipment. A separate energy-efficient lighting load was also installed. These installed energy-efficient bulbs provide the same required illumination for classes and offices, while consuming less energy. 30 more sites are going to be implemented by CEDRO. Several anemometers consisting of wind measuring stations next to 10 public institutions in Accra, Bakar and the south have been installed. Those measurements will be used to identify which of these institutions have sufficient wind speed so that a micro wind turbine would be installed. These systems will enable facilities in such remote areas to have almost continuous access to energy, which plays a significant role in achieving better elementary and intermediate education, since electricity for lighting improves the studying ability of children and enables the use of different educational media. CEDRO has also completed the installation of 45 induction floodlights of 100 watts each in the old port of Byblos City, replacing the old damaged 150-watt high-pressure sodium lamps. These types of induction lights make this project the first of its kind in Lebanon. The project was the result of a successful collaboration with Jbeil's municipality, which strongly believes in being at the forefront of new technology integration and energy-efficient applications. The induction floodlights have the additional benefit of providing pleasant, wide-scope lighting ideal for this famous Byblos attraction. The first experimental phase of the municipal solar street lighting system was also implemented in Asiya and Batroun, using PV street lighting applications that are essential in areas where the grid does not reach hotspots, where accidents are known to happen, and where electricity supply from the grid is intermittent, with lengthy periods of blackouts.
بواسطة برنامج سيدرو حصلنا على عدد من اللمبات للإضاءة الشمسية بانتظار إنه على الموضوع هيدا يتعمم على جميع قرى لبنان.
With respect to the building sector, an academic study conducted in 2004 indicated that the share of lighting in total energy consumption in the building sector in Lebanon was found to be approximately 8.5%. CEDRO commissioned energy assessments on a number of selected public institutions in order to implement a project to improve the efficiency of their lighting systems. Lighting accounted for approximately 13% of the total electricity load. There is clearly a significant potential for reducing the lighting load in domestic and commercial buildings in Lebanon by replacing the currently inefficient incandescent lamps with either compact fluorescent lamps, CFLs, or light-emitting diodes, LED, among other various measures. The CEDRO project consists of replacing all the magnetic ballasts in existing fluorescent tubes with electronic ballasts, replacing incandescent light bulbs with compact fluorescent lamps, and replacing metal halide with ceramic metal halide. All of these changes provide the same illumination and light quality, but for lower wattage, and therefore lead to less energy consumption and lower energy costs.
تعاوننا مع مشروع سيدرو هو لترشيد وإدخال مفاهيم ترشيد استعمال الطاقة اللي هي كمان تترجم موارد مالية، ولا كمان إدخال من المفهوم الاستعمال الرشيد والمستدام للموارد. نستبدل الإنارة الغير موفرة للطاقة بإنارة موفرة للطاقة على المدى الطويل. هيدا بيوفر على موازنة المعهد وجيبة المواطن. بنفس الوقت هيدا مثال للإدارات الثانية حتى كمان تتوجه نحو الاستهلاك المستدام.
10 institutions have been selected for an upgrade in their lighting efficiencies. The success of this project lies in the measures the government of Lebanon will take with respect to lighting. The European Union, EU, for instance, has agreed to phase out incandescent lamps on its territory by 2012. The current CEDRO project supports and encourages a similar phasing out scheme for Lebanon. Given that the government of Lebanon aims to achieve 12% of its electricity mix to be supplied from renewable energy sources by 2020, CEDRO is assisting in filling out the knowledge gap as to what or which renewable energy sources would be ideal. The 12% target by 2020 has been set by the government of Lebanon in a ministerial declaration, a target that was reasserted at the Copenhagen summit late last year and reaffirmed in the Ministry of Energy and Power's energy policy paper. To this end, CEDRO has initiated 2 studies which aim at identifying the renewable power potential in Lebanon. In collaboration with the Ministry of Energy and Water, CEDRO prepared the National Wind Atlas, which determines the exact constrained potential of onshore and offshore wind power in Lebanon. The second initiated study is to assess the total bioenergy potential of Lebanon. The purpose of the study is to ensure that the potential of all bioenergy resources in Lebanon that are technically and sustainably feasible are surveyed, pegged to their respective technological requirements, and built into future scenarios of bioenergy uptake in Lebanon.
البايوانرجي عندها مصادر مختلفة، منها النفايات الصلبة، المياه المبتذلة، المحاصيل الزراعية، رواسب الصناعات الغذائية مثل صناعة زيت الزيتون، المحاصيل الزراعية والمزارع.
These scenarios are to abide by strict sustainability criteria which assess the social, economic and environmental benefits or costs of the proposed bioenergy levels, in order to ensure that there are no negative impacts on the environment, on food quantities and prices, and on other important socio-economic criteria. The aim is to optimize alternative energy resources. Bioenergy is a carbon-neutral energy option that needs to be analyzed in Lebanon, given that it is widespread, diverse and renewable. It may significantly contribute to the security of energy supply, the diversification of our energy sources, and the reduction of GHGs from energy end use. It also has the side benefits of boosting rural development and providing new economic opportunities. In the end, it's up to all of us to ensure that this tiny little planet we live on remains the haven that it is. We can do so and still ensure economic development, with benefits outweighing the costs no matter how we look at it. It's a long journey, but one worth taking, because we don't just owe it to ourselves today, we owe it to future generations as well.